CB, I got a bone to pick with you and your left-wing liberal buddies.
Oh, yeah, Billy Bob, and what might that be?
Well, CB, it's about your good buddy, Louis Farrakhan. You know, the leader of the Nation of Islam.
Hey, man, he's not my good buddy, but what seems to be your problem with Mr. Farrakhan?
Well, actually, my problem is not as much with him as it is with your left-wing liberal Democrats and some left-wing Republicans.
Oh, yeah, so tell me.
Are you aware that just recently Mr. Farrakhan threatened to tear this country up over the Ferguson grand jury decision to not indict Officer Darren Wilson? And he went on to say that a good way to start a dialogue about race relations is for African Americans to start killing white people.
I don't think he actually said all that, but go on.
What I want to know is why don't you and your left-wing liberals ever condemn Farrakhan's violent rhetoric?
Hey, brother, just because I lean a little to the left doesn't mean that I condone violence from Farrakhan or anyone else for that matter.
I bet you didn't know that Farrakhan is a notorious racist and an anti-Semite who has praised Adolf Hitler as a very great man, called white people devils, and blamed Jews in Hollywood for gay marriage, and described Jews as being satanic.
Maybe you're taking some things out of context here, and you're blowing things out of proportion, kind of like Fox News and your boy Insanity Hannity.
I found it very interesting that several congressional Democrats have ties to Mr. Farrakhan, and that leaders of the Women's March have publicly declared their support for him.
Now here you go, pointing fingers at us Democrats.
I'm not really surprised, but even the New York Times whitewashed Democrats' ties to this self-admitted anti-Semite. Why is it nobody on your side of the fence seem to have the cojones to stand up and denounce Farrakhan?
Hey man, he's not my boy, and I have no ties to this guy, so let it go.
Okay, CB, you ready for this? Did you know there's a photo of Farrakhan and former President Obama smiling together?
Now you're going to drag Mr. Obama into this mess with some photo that's old as dirt and probably was photoshopped anyway.
Here it is, my boy. President Trump is fulfilling all the promises he made when he was running for president. And the left-wing media, Democrats, and Republican never-Trumpers can't wait to stand up and denounce him, while at the same time turning their heads and looking the other way when it comes to Mr. Farrakhan.
Hey man, if it looks like a rat and smells like a rat, by golly, it's a rat. And your boy is a rat. And I'm not looking the other way, just being real.
So what you're saying, CB, is that if you do good things to help the country and our citizens, you gotta be punished. But if you try to bring down the country, be a racist and an anti-Semite, you gotta be praised. Is that what you're saying, CB?
Why do you put words in my mouth, Billy Bob? You just throw out some garbage and try to tie Mr. Obama and every level-headed American Democrat on the planet to Farrakhan, who, by the way, ain't my boy. You get it? He ain't my boy, and I don't have ties to him, so let it go and stop trying to deviate from the real truth that your boy is dividing America. One day, Billy Bob, one day, you'll come to your senses and see what I see, the truth.
The truth. The truth. You can't handle the truth. I always wanted to say that. Well, CB, the truth is, since Donald Trump became president, 223,000 jobs have been added here in this country. Unemployment across the board is the lowest since 2000, and for minorities, it's the lowest since 1972. Personal income has increased $49.5 billion. Yeah, Donald Trump did all of that. Yeah, he's the kind of guy we need to run out of town. I tell you, CB, I'd take my boy Trump over your boy Louie any day of the week.